Hey everybody, Bird Gunner here. It's Tuesday again, so that means...
No storage place.
Talk. That's jive talk for marijuana.
Nudity on slick paper.
We're closer to suicide.
Every day, man. Every day.
Yeah, we are going to do it on the show.
Well, then who's going to fucking edit it and release it?
Yeah, we'll get Trish. Teach her how to edit one video, and that'll be the final video.
Or we could just do it live stream.
That's true, we could do it too. Yeah, we could live it.
But anyway, moving on to...
That be ready?
No, we'd have to just do it this way.
Yeah.
I just like
blood. Yeah, but what if it missed it? It grazed the back of my head, so you die, but I'm just like, you know.
But anyway, this week we are doing a Nintendo training video. It had a longer name, I don't feel like fucking with it, but it's a Nintendo training video from 1993.
God damn. And this video is every bit of 1993.
Yeah. And it starts like this.
Yeah, and all that. D-U-L-L, boring, man.
And then we meet Ben, our host of this video.
Ben is struggling to be Keanu Reeves.
Well, he's more of like a Wayne's World. He does a lot more Wayne. He does a lot more Wayne's World references
He does,
that should be in this video.
But you can tell the dude's struggling to keep talking like that.
Well, anyway, you want to hear Ben talk? I know you don't, but they probably do. Here.
Nintendo. And during this thing here, with me, you'll see why 70 million other game player dudes across the world are Nintendo nutso. It's radical fun, man. But first, a history lesson.
And now we move on from that to a brief history of Nintendo. Everybody ready? You ready to learn a brief history of Nintendo? Well, here you go.
Sure, you're thrilled to see it.
And now, the condensed version of the history of Nintendo. 1889, Nintendo Kopai is established to manufacture Hanafuda, or playing cards, cards that are still produced today. 1959, Nintendo enters first licensing agreement with Walt Disney, producing Mickey Mouse playing cards. 1981, Donkey Kong hits the arcades. 1985, the Nintendo Entertainment System is introduced in the United States. 1987, Legend of Zelda becomes a legendary success. 1988, the very first issue of Nintendo Power Magazine is published. 1989, Game Boy is introduced, featuring the super puzzle game Tetris. 1991, Nintendo launches the Super NES 16-bit system. 1992, Mario Paint and the Super NES Super Scope are introduced. 1993, Super FX chip technology arrives. Nintendo once again leading the way into the future.
And now they start talking about like the Mario display, you know, blah blah blah, big
Like how to
fucking
put it
box.
together and
Yeah,
stuff,
basically. And if you do all this shit, you also get a certificate of achievement. Oh, cool!
A certificate of achievement. No money, no bonus, no
Easy
nothing.
Ben didn't even care. He just threw that shit up in the air behind the couch anyway.
Yeah. So wait a minute. So if like Ben didn't care, why should you care? That's not a very good training video. See, you're not teaching your employees to respect anything. They're just like, fuck that achievement. Fuck Ben.
But anyway, now we get to see the big white box is full of Nintendo supplies. So, here.
Wires and big boxy cartridges. And
Well, no, it wasn't
Did you
even
have to
that,
go-
remember? It was like...
Just to get to work?
It was the stand-up, it was like the 3 Nintendo fucking game guides, it was the pamphlets
Oh, there was all
of
kinds.
every color.
There was a treasure trove of information that you probably didn't give two fucks about.
Yeah,
you know?
there was a whole half hour of information that we didn't care about that we sat through.
Just a bunch of stupid pamphlets, red, blue, green, purple, whatever the fuck they
This
were.
size, that size, anti-video game, violence
Right.
ones, everything you could fucking think of.
Super Mario, everything, you know?
Oh, and also, you know, for doing this, so I think basically, if somebody from your store contacted Nintendo, they would, like, ship this thing to you, and you'd you'd have to basically kind of talk your manager into doing this.
Yeah.
But whatever, you got to keep this stuff.
Freeze, Ed. You forgot to tell them what they get for free. Bono gifts, dudes.
That's right, Ben. Our lucky demonstrators will also get to keep one Mario thermal travel mug and a Mario Paint pen with flashlight keychain. Mario Paint, the power to create. But that's not all. At the end of the program, they also receive the hat, the vest, the Nintendo keychain, the 2 buttons, and the stand-up Magician Mario display. All this courtesy of Nintendo, makers of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES, the best play here. Now, back to you, Ben.
Hoo-hoo. Hat and a vest and a fucking keychain and a goddamn pen with a flashlight on it. Hey.
That's everything you need. That's what like retirement packages are now. They give you a keychain and a pen with a light on it, and they say, get the fuck out.
Anyway, here's a hot tip from Ben on how to set all this shit up.
Here's a hot tip. When you go through the box of stuff, use a checkoff sheet in the setting up section of the binder to make it easy. You know, kind of like a shopping list. And hey, that's a lot of stuff. So if you're missing any of those supplies Ed went on and on about, check out the supply section of your training binder thing and dial the 1-800 number to get what you need.
But the CEO who got done fucking embezzling all kinds of money, he got away with the golden fish.
And this is a holiday promo thing. So, I mean, I guess it is fitting that, like, you know, Christmas was a couple days ago. But anyway, as going on December 1st, you'll receive this box.
You'll get a box delivered that looks just like this. It'll have additional brochures and stuff to hand out, and it will also contain 2 new handouts, a cool Mario Paint handout and gameplay guidelines brochure that is geared more towards parents. It tells about how Nintendo has reduced violence in its games and about the strict standards they have to keep games fun for the family.
And what a box.
And now Ben here talks about one of the 10 million laminated sheets you'll get here.
These contaminated.
That's laminated.
Cool. That's a director. These laminated sheets and the player's guides and game pack manuals are for you to spew out great amounts of info on the Nintendo goods to the customers. So read through them.
He been stupid because he kept fucking it up, calling it contaminated. And he was like, and the narrator, who's his dad, apparently, was like, burn! You know, he sounded like fucking Star Wars when Harrison Ford yelled out, burn!
Oh yeah, and now Ben here talks about like kind of the dress code. If you want to be a Nintendo person at your store, you gotta kind of follow this little bit of a dress code here.
While on the job, feel free to dress cash, but you also gotta be professional. You can wear like pants and a nice shirt or blouse for the females, and you know, shoes and stuff are required by law. You also gotta wear the vest and the hat so everyone can see you and know you're the Nintendo answer dude. Or dudette. Always keep pen in your pocket, some of each of these brochures and tip sheets. You can wear both buttons. Cool. You're dressed, set up, ready to rock and roll. Time to party on, Wayne.
You gotta dress like an absolute douche. Wear this Dayglow spray painted hat. It's really dumb. You're looking like a dick, especially if you're a retiree working at one of these stores that are selling this shit. You gotta wear this goofy hat.
And now let's learn a little bit about the Super Nintendo system. Here you go.
First thing we gotta talk about is Nintendo's Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You know, Super NES. It's way cool, and it's the most awesome Nintendo system there is. You gotta recommend it most preeminently for anyone who wants killer graphics and an advanced system. Display? No comparison. Got over 32,000 colors. It can display more moving characters. Check it out. It has way higher resolution and Bono stereo sound. And according to one of those independent type 16-bit video game comparison study things done by some dudes named Booz Allen and Hamilton Inc., the Super NES has something called direct access memory time. Kind of like the time it takes to remember that Barney wasn't in Jurassic Park. Yeah, real fast.
You know what pisses me off, right? Okay, so you got like, you know, you could buy the one where it's like the whole entire system and the game the way it should be.
Right.
Or this is where it began, where you could buy this system with no game
the DSL
and
bullshit.
one fucking goddamn controller. Because now, that's how it is everywhere. Now you buy fucking system, no game, one controller, that's it. Have fun,
Well,
fuckers.
that's not true. The Xbox gives you a game. Doesn't PlayStation?
Well, they
give you
do.
a game?
They do deals and stuff now, but like whenever consoles and stuff first come out, you don't really get no fucking deal. It's just like, here, buy this console. Oh yeah, and then buy this $60 controller.
Yeah, and then buy this $60 thing, that $80 thing. Oh, the DSL, that's another $100-some. Go fuck yourself.
DSL, the internet.
No, not DSL. What did I mean?
DLC and stuff?
DLC. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not DSL.
Well, I let it go the first time you said it. I was just
Well,
like,
no, I said it because I'm probably thinking that because my modem at the time is blowing chunks and my internet blows. So I said DSL like 1,000 times.
Well, speaking of blows, now we get to learn and see the Super Scope.
Super Scope 6 with a 6-in-1 game pack, which is way more awesome because of its great game value. 3 puzzle games and 3 space shooter games come with it. Or the Super NES Super Scope, and they can buy their own choice game like Metal Combat, Falcon's Revenge, or Yoshi's Safari. Check this out.
Whoa,
The Super Scope Dance Squad.
doing dancing to Boys to Men music. But like, yeah. But apparently it didn't work.
Yeah, it did kind of suck. I bought one at a yard sale.
And it
back
didn't
in
work.
the day. Not really, no.
That's great. What worked better? The gun for Duck Hunt?
Well, yeah, that one
one worked
pretty
perfect.
good. Yeah, pretty decently. My favorite was Hogan's Alley, the shooting game.
Yeah, yeah.
Nintendo. Anyway, moving on. Now we get Mario Paint. We get to learn about Mario Paint. Here's a ball of fucking suck.
Another great Super NES accessory is Mario Paint. It's even educational and really fun. It lets kids draw their own pictures, has a zillion colors, and even has already pre-made pictures to choose from. It also lets kids animate pictures. They can make mini movies and everything. And wait, that's not all. You can even compose your music with Mario Paint. Kickin'. Mario Paint is amazing. And it comes with a Super NES mouse and a mouse pad too. Kids and parents love it.
Ooh, you get a mouse and a fucking mouse pad. Whoopee! And I just threw my pen on myself.
Still better graphics than most fucking Asylum films.
Now we get to talk a little bit about the Game Boy.
Yay!
Game Boy is the only truly portable game system available on the market. It has over 300 games available for the system. 50% of the players are adults. Over 12 million units sold. Wow. Everybody loves the Game Boy. Some people say they want a color Game Boy, but as soon as you explain the facts, they come to the sudden realization that Game Boy is the product they really want. Here's the truth. Color, dudes, means more poundage. Color products are like 2 times as heavy as Game Boy. Try 2.79 pounds against 10.6 ounces. Game Boy's lightness is what makes it so portable. Color means you gotta use more batteries, and more batteries often means more expensive. Game Boy uses 4 AA batteries that last for as long as 30 hours. The Color system uses 6 AA batteries and they last like 3 to 4 hours. Do the math.
The Game Boy.
I love my Game Boy. Yeah,
A
so.
little box. A little squiggly things on it. I know it's better than the stupid Tigress games or Tiger games or whatever. I get it, but I still don't. I never got it.
Yeah, they're still the Game Boy was decent. And now we
I see, like, I was the youngest of 2 brothers, so I kind of followed whatever they went and got. Whatever they got, I played with. You know, I had no choice. So I had the Intellivision, not Atari. You know, I had fucking, Sega, not Nintendo. You know what I mean? Like, I had that shit. I only had to go to my friend's house to see the Nintendo shit, and see what the big deal was.
So anyway, now we learn about how they're still making the original NES, but they're also making the Control Deck one with like the top loading one, blah blah, fucking blah.
We're advancing.
New games and a new look just prove Nintendo's keeping those 8-bit players in the game. So party on! Wow, dudes, lots of product.
Lots of products.
Jesus.
Lots of products.
Whoa, dudes, we got lots of product.
And now Ben here wants to talk about games. So let's hear about all these new and hot games for 1993.
These new and hot games with great graphics.
So what's hot and new this holiday? Let's take a look, shall we? For the Super NES, there's another killer sports game to add to the lineup, NHL Stanley Cup, with the coolest Mode 7 scaling spins that track the action. Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. This game pack includes 4 games in one, a must-have for the Super Mario Bros. Enthusiast, including Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, which have been tweaked to 16-bit graphics and stereo, plus the Mondo Lost levels. This game pack is free when you buy a Super NES Superset. Mortal Kombat, the game everyone's talking about. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, radical follow-up to the intense Street Fighter. Yoshi's Safari. Yoshi's on the loose again, but this time for your Super Scope. Metal Combat, Falcon's Revenge, the newest and kickin'est shooter game for the Super NES Super Scope. Then for Game Boy, Kirby's Pinball. Play arcade pinball on your Game Boy. No quarter required. It's cool. Kirby's the ball. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, based on the classic Zelda series games. Now you can take Link with you. It's 4 megs of battery-packed adventure. Portable party, dude. And for the original NES, Tetris 2. The ever-popular Russian puzzle game goes a step further. It's tough. Kirby's Adventure. It's Kirby, the floating, inhaling, enemy exhaling dude in Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Okay, now, I stocked your brain up on Nintendo.
And now we get some tips to sell better.
First of all, don't be a pushy used car sales dude fast-talking customers to death. We don't want that image. Hey, that's my car. Don't be a pushover either. Be assertive, and hey, you're really doing the consumer a favor when you explain why Nintendo is so great. So try these simple tips. Get your store's customers rocking with your suave, bold demeanor. Be enthusiastic and talk video game fun. Don't be fake or too technical. Be real and tell them why Nintendo is so cool. Here's the really fun part. Use the hands-on demo and displays to show the people the Nintendo products. Mac gameplay action. Your store has agreed to set up a Super NES and TV for you to demo with. If they don't have a Super NES display already, make sure you have a Super NES up and running to show top games like NHL Stanley Cup and Super Mario All-Stars.
My enthusiasm for this, my enthusiasm is pretty much going.
Do I have to talk like Ben to sell them a game? Or can't I just be like, this game's pretty fucking cool if you want it? They'd be like, wow. Then I'm gonna be like, whoa, this game has like things and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
No,
be like
he doesn't want you to fucking sell like that. He wants you to sell like this.
Check it out. These guys will show you how it's done.
You know, I was talking to the guy over there, and he told me that there's a color portable system available.
Well, you know, color does have its drawbacks. And one of those happens to be the weight of the unit. I mean, the unit's going to weigh about 3 pounds as opposed to 10.6 ounces with the Game Boy. Also, you're going to pay a price. You're going to pay a lot in batteries, too.
Yeah, but I would follow what Ben does. I would sell like Ben.
Well, Ben ain't selling shit.
No, Ben's probably homeless right now.
But anyway, we go back to Ben, and he's talking about questions to ask and all that kind of stuff, you know, like, oh, ask how old. Well, here, this.
Number 1, what type of features or games are you interested in? Number 2, how old's the player? Number 3, how experienced is the player? You know, stuff like that. Take the answers and show them how Nintendo meets their needs.
And then we get another demonstration of basically what Ben just fucking talked about here.
Hi.
Hi.
You're the Nintendo person, right?
Uh-huh.
Great. Why are they redesigning the NES?
Well, by redesigning the NES system, Nintendo is actually showing its commitment to the 8-bit market. You can still use the over 600 games that are available for the original 8-bit system, as well as all the accessories. But it has a new top-loading feature that makes it really neat.
Great, thanks.
Hey, did you see how she did that? Check it out again.
It has a new top-loading feature that makes it really neat.
Great.
Jesus.
And now we
This
get
is the
all
longest half hour ever.
Yeah, it really did feel like the longest fucking half hour. And now they talk about the rainbow of laminated fucking sheets. Here, let's look at how many fucking sheets they have here.
Use those decapitated sheets.
Ben, come on, that's...
Easy, boy. I was just testing to see if you were still with me. Cool. Now look, use the laminated sheets to explain the products to the customers. The legal size yellow sheet answers tough questions. The legal size blue sheet compares our system with the competition. The blue sheet shows the Super NES games and systems, the pink sheet shows NES and Game Boy systems and accessories, and the orange sheet shows hot new titles, Mario Paint and Super FX chip info.
Yeah, dude, the fucking music and shit, like the day-glow colors and the constant moving around. And
Well, I love the shitty green screen behind Ben and his couch the whole time.
It's like listening to fucking Seinfeld fucking music constantly, you know, and having just, yeah.
No, but those were Nintendo sounds that were playing in the background.
I know it was that, but they also had shitty fucking pop music.
Well, they had shitty music. They had shitty everything all around this one. But whatever. Now we get this little demonstration here about what happens if a customer asks about violence in video games. Here.
Hi, Nintendo, huh? Well, you know, it's getting close to Christmas, and I'm getting ready to get a game pack for my children. But I've been watching a lot of news reports on violence in video games, and I'm quite concerned about that. You know, I really want to make a good choice for them. And quite frankly, with all these reported violence and things like that, I'm just about ready to get rid of all my systems.
I understand. Nintendo's actually been concerned about violence in video games for quite some time. We actually have this brochure for parents. It details some of the things we look at when we make video games.
Wow, that's great.
Tell them to shut the fuck up. Stop being such a pussy.
And now we get a little demonstration as well about how to get somebody to not buy a Sega Genesis. They never say it by name, but you know that's what it was.
All right, now listen, people. Very crucial point. Listen in.
Hi.
Hi. You know, I was talking to the other guy over there, and he told me that the other system actually is better sound, better graphics, is an overall better system, so I'm not sure which one to get.
Let me show you this comparison chart. This shows that in every category, the Super NES is superior to the competition. Not only that, but if you buy the Super NES Superset right now, you can get a free Super Mario All-Stars game pack.
Yeah, I see it does come with a game pack, Super Mario World.
Oh, that's Super Mario World that comes with the system. I'm talking about Super Mario All-Stars that comes in addition. Super Mario All-Stars is a 4-in-1 game pack valued at over $60. It has Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, and the Lost Levels, never before seen.
Well, so I get not only the one that's included with the system, but an additional one.
Yeah.
Plus, it sounds like it's a better system overall. I think I'll get this one.
Great. Don't forget your coupon.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Don't buy our competitor that's so much better and are willing to advance in the right direction, unlike us.
Well, now, Ben comes on here and he says not to insult other companies' products, to do it this way.
Oh, dudes, remember, discussions with customers about the competition can be tricky, so make sure you don't fall into the usual traps. You don't ever want to mention the name of the competition. You also don't want to knock, degrade, insult, or make rude and unseemly noises and derogatory comments about the competition's products. Talk about all the good stuff about our products instead.
Just talk about our product. Okay, that's smart, Ben. But then the people are going to say, like, yeah, but those graphics are so much better. You know, what about that? What are you guys doing with that?
Well, Ben, he wants to, address some of those criticisms because he's talking about CD-ROM games here.
You may also hear rumors. When you're out there, perceptions do not always match reality. So don't be surprised to hear these common objections or criticisms about Nintendo. Nintendo is not cutting edge or not coming out with the most advanced, coolest products like the CD-ROM. Not! Let's get real. CD-ROM, yeah, it's great for big piles of information, but Nintendo's not going to bring out a product when there's not a way to get fast action and cool interactive fun out of it. Nintendo doesn't think CD-ROM technology offers enough to players. Yet. Hey, read my lips. CD-ROM is slow. Nintendo fans expect the best, and CD-ROM can't deliver yet.
Now, me and you both played CD-ROM games. We both know that some were good, some were pretty crappy.
Well, dude, that's where video games went. But that's
what
once
I'm
Nintendo
saying,
went, man.
That's what direction everything was going, and Nintendo was like, nah, we're going to stay with our old stupid format.
Yeah, cartridges.
Yeah. Well, look how that ended up, douche muffins.
I mean, Nintendo's still around. They're
still around, but they're the powerhouse they once were.
Dude, they made fuck tons of money on the Wii. I mean, absolute fuck tons of money on that fucking thing.
I know, but people went right back to PlayStation.
Well,
and
yeah, well, people didn't buy Wii's.
Oh, Wii, yeah, this is so much fun. Fuck exercise. I'm going back to my couch.
Yeah, well, dude, people didn't buy Wii to play hardcore games on. They bought Wii's to play with their fucking grandma.
I know.
Or where most Wii's are now? Inside nursing homes.
Inside nursing homes, yeah, that's where your Wii ended up.
So now we get this little promo here where we're talking about how Nintendo and Silicon Graphics has joined forces for Project Reality. I mean, this is so fucking impressive. I mean, fuck, dude, we just gotta let this go.
Nintendo is going way beyond in creating fun for the future of gameplay. Check this out. Roll tape.
Once upon a time, video games were just barely video and just barely games. While hailed as an escape from board games, players found themselves bored anyway. Then Nintendo came along and redefined the category. with vastly superior video, more challenging games, and just a little character. Kids couldn't get enough of Mario and his adventures, so Nintendo introduced Super NES, and Mario's 8-bit land exploded into a 16-bit world. With a devotion to consistently advanced gameplay, Nintendo has continued to break new ground with Mode 7 graphics and the Super FX chip, which delivers the most realistic action on the market today. But as a company that has always led the industry, Nintendo continues to look forward. And with an eye to the future, tomorrow begins today. Nintendo, the world's leader in video games, has joined forces with Silicon Graphics, the world's leader in visual computing, to introduce the most exhilarating, breathtakingly realistic 3D video entertainment ever witnessed. Project Reality. Leagues beyond any currently available or anticipated hardware, Project Reality will bring to home video players the same types of astounding visual effects seen in movies, like Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park. When this technology is made interactive, players won't just watch their TV screens, they'll dive headfirst right through them.
Impressive for 1993, maybe.
Was it impressive then?
Not really.
It looks like goddamn Lawnmower Man.
You know, we're like, don't worry, Nintendo's going to be bringing this stuff out by the next year. Blah.
I don't remember there ever being a Project Reality. I don't remember
Project
Nintendo
Reality.
making games look anything like that.
No.
Because what came after the Super Nintendo, the N64, and games like GoldenEye was on it. And GoldenEye looked like this. Yeah.
I like
Yeah, but have you seen it recently? Have you actually looked at what it looked like?
I know it's ass, but I liked it then.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, and these kids here are sitting there talking about Project Reality here.
World that is like a dream come true, that sort of takes your imagination go way off.
This kind of stuff is just rocket, and it's much better when it's fast.
They knew more than Ben did.
It's way past cool.
Way past cool.
It's way past
And I'm like,
dead.
I'm like, fuck, dude, when is this going to end? I'm like, okay, it has to be over now.
For real.
Here comes Ben. Okay, you gonna wrap this up, Ben? No, Ben wants to talk about fucking sports games.
Oh,
Take it away, Ben.
Ben, you fucking piss cake.
Talk sports. Nintendo, short on sport? I don't think so. We've got great sport games for Super NES, Game Boy, and NES. And we're talking awesome sound and soundtracks. Better in-the-game perspective with Mode 7 scaling and rotation, more game features and options, and incredible graphics. Just look at the Super NES NHL Stanley Cup hockey. The players' movements were modeled from videos taken of actual players. So your players have all the moves and shots just like the pros. You can even save all your stats and go a full season. Need I say more? He shoots, he scores, Nintendo-Rama, making the sports games.
Now Ben comes back and wants to wrap everything up, so I'll let you. No, I'll let him wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
And there's two things that you gotta know. Here are those two fucking things.
Now look, there's two more things you gotta know about. Number one, how to complete the forms. And number two, what to do with all this stuff at the end of the demo.
1, Ben's never been laid. 2, Nintendo's on its way out.
I don't know how the Nintendo Switch is going to go off. Have you seen anything about it? It's an interesting concept, but I don't know how it's gonna
We'll see.
go. Oh yeah, so now even I guess if your store doesn't want to do this, you do get to keep this stuff here.
Now, you can keep the following, like Ed the announcer dude said before. You get the hat, you get the vest, Nintendo keychain, Mario paint, pen, and flashlight keyring, the 2 buttons, pink copy of your reimbursement form, the stand-up Mario display, screwdriver, and your Mario thermal travel mug. Oh, and whatever you don't want, you gotta destroy.
And I'm curious, was Ben serious about having to destroy all the other stuff? Like, really? If, like, your store didn't want to do it, you had to destroy all the rest of the
I don't
stuff?
know, maybe. I don't know. It's fucking weird, though.
But anyway, Ben says goodbye.
Party on, Nintendo demonstrators, and have a good time. Hasta Luigi, baby.
Goodbye, Ben. And now we get this shit music video here for the end. I mean, shit music video. It makes the fucking music video from, Double Switch, you know, that fucking band. Made them seem wonderful, but whatever, here you go.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Ben.
Yeah. I was kind of excited when we started this one, but man, it fucking ground the soul right the fuck out of me, man.
It took forever, and there was so much crap they were throwing at you. We got Mario stickers, we got Mario this, Mario
they said it was a lot of just dry information. I mean, they tried to juice it up, but it was
We're
still
gonna ride
just a whole
this
bunch
fat
of
little
information.
Italian bastard right into the fucking ground.
And they still fucking... Mario's still fucking huge, man. And they'll still keep making games from him. It's been like 30 fucking years.
To nostalgic nerds. Other than that, the mass public don't give two fucks.
Nah, dude, that's not true at all, dude. They make the Mario games all the time, and they always sell a lot of fucking shit. Kids love Mario. They don't even know why. They
Dude,
just
kids
do.
are stupid.
But anyway, on that note,
Throw your pen down.
We'll
The
see you
pen
next
had nothing
week.
to do with this.
Everybody, Bargutter here. We're here with a no, we're not.
Nope, it's a short. Hey, it's Tuesday again.
But anyway, moving on to Ben talking about. So moving on to this other promo now, and now they're talking about like this.
What were they talking
about the Project Reality thing.
Oh yeah,
But
shit,
let me start
yeah,
that over again before.
silicone graphics.
Yeah.